What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here, man. Appreciate you tuning in, checking out. This is my mock draft, 7-round mock draft 2.0. Time to get some playmakers. And we did our early one. This is going to be my next round post Schottenheimer hire. Post Eberflus looks like he's going to be our DC. So we got to get some guys on this team because I don't know if we got a lot of faith in Jerry getting them free agents. Hopefully he gets them alligator arms out and starts spending a little bit of money, but we'll see what happens. But make sure if you guys are new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe, hit the like, hit the alert bell. We got live shows. We do a lot of pre-recorded shows like you're seeing here. So hit that alert bell so you're always aware of what's going on. Got a lot of player interviews. Just had my man Eugene Lockhart hanging out in the cave, getting his thoughts on the coaching kind of dilemma the Cowboys are in. Obviously, we saw Schottenheimer get hired. So we have moved on from that. See what happens. I'm going to let it play out a little bit before I get too crazy, but the heat's got to stay on Jerry. So we are going to do the mock draft using PFF. I'm going to share the screen here. Got to put my glasses on so I could see something. Getting old. You know how that goes. Hopefully some of you guys are in that category. They said once you get over a certain age, your glass, you can't see close for shit no more. So anyway, we got the 12th pick. Now, depending on the scenarios, I personally would look to trade down if there was value there to try and recoup that 4th round pick that we lost, or even get even more picks in better rounds if available. But we're not going to do any trades. We're not going to do anything like that. We kind of move the sliders a little bit to get a little bit more with the PFF board, less with the public opinion, and then also the randomness. We kind of kept that the same, where we popped it up just a little bit. So we're going with that 7-round draft, and we got the 12th pick. Let's just see what happens. My man Cam Ward from the U, he is going number 1, so that's no surprise. I like him a lot. Let's see where Shador, he ended up going 2 to the Browns. Abdul Carter went 5 to the Jags. Got some good guys there. Burden, that's the receiver that I'd be zeroing in on, and he ended up going number 12. This is the tricky part for us, is you can go receiver, but a lot of these drafts seem to have Jeanty fall into us. I don't know if he's going to be there, but if he's there, it really makes it very difficult for us to pass up on him. And the trouble is the running back class is so deep. You say, geez, Mike, go get a receiver, get an edge rusher. But man, I think Jeanty's just too good to pass up. You know what you're going to get with him. The only option you could do, you got some interesting trade partners. You could trade down a little bit, but you may sacrifice getting that receiver that you want. So I don't want to go through the whole trade process. A lot of people in Cowboys Nation are doing this. They've got Jeanty as their guy. So we are going to stay status quo. And I just think he's too good to pass up. I almost hope he's gone when we pick, because then that would kind of force the Cowboys to me, go receiver. Because when you don't go receiver, you will, the receivers, there is a drop off. I like Restrepo from the U. I don't know if he's the fit for us. Unless you're getting like a T. Higgins opposite CeeDee Lamb. I think you need a big receiver opposite CeeDee Lamb that can take some of that pressure off him. It's amazing what CeeDee Lamb has done with not much help on the other side. But I don't know if that'll happen. And let's see where Cowboys Nation, they're all over the place a little bit with the second round selection. You got Campbell. I see. I don't know. I wonder why. Don't know why they would. Because I've had my man JT from Ohio State there all the time, and I just think edge rusher. I think you gotta. I don't think you can pass one up in that spot. Here we go in the 3rd round. Jalen Milroe. I wouldn't take him with the 3rd pick. There's no way. Arroyo at tight end, man. If you don't have faith in Ferguson or Schoonmaker, this guy's a beast. I've watched him, watched his career. obviously, because I'm a big fan of the U. But I'm going to go Walker. I'm going Walker because, again, I think you need defense. But you can see kind of where this draft is going is if you pass up your receiver in the first round, the value isn't going to be there. There's going to be other opportunities to get a receiver. And again, Arroyo is dropped again. I just don't see him last into the 5th round. I would be absolutely floored if that happens. Let's see what receivers we got because we have got to look at receiver. Dyke, White, like Felton, Thornton. I mean, you can see there's just you got Brown from Miami. I mean, if you go Jeanty, you're going to have to. You're looking at getting a receiver through free agency because there's just I don't think the receivers are as deep. I'm talking with high level guys. I just don't think. I think they're going to have to figure it out. Man, I like Arroyo. I know it's not going to be popular, but you don't know what's going on with Ferguson, man. He's got that Cavinder girl on his mind from Miami. I don't know if he's focused enough. So we're going to get and I like the rookie they got too last year. So, but he's a playmaker, and I said we got to get playmakers. So it may not be the popular one, but we are going to go with that. Linebacker is another area you don't know what's going to happen with Overshown. Let's see what we got at linebacker. Let's move this around. That's the only trouble with this, trying to share it and get you guys to where you can see everything. Let's see what we're doing with linebacker. Where's our linebacker? Am I blind? Oh, there we go. I got to scroll down further. Not a ton of value there to take now. I mean, no standout, nothing that stands out but I love linebackers from big schools. So give me, from the SEC, guy from Georgia, guy from LSU. Think about these schools that just Alabama that churn out linebackers, and that's kind of what I'd be looking at. But looking at where we pick in the 5th round, again, we've got issues. We've got issues at edge with depth. Central Arkansas, not a big school. Guy put up double-digit sacks. He had 16 sacks in 2022. His overall grade has been off the charts. Run defense, high grades. Pass rush, high grades. Win rate, 21% on pass rush. Again, not having the big competition, as you can see. He's not, they're not playing world beaters, but let's see if we get what's the size? 6'2", 260. I think you gotta take David Walker. I'm gonna do more research on him because at edge rusher, you can never have enough pass rushers. I think we saw that this year with some of these injuries that we had, and you still got Munden at linebacker at Georgia. Let's see if we get this stuff up. Come on now. There we go. He had a jump in PFF. Was at 59, 73. Let's look at some of the competition. See how he played. Played decent with Notre Dame, Texas, so-so. Tennessee, good game. Alabama, big game. Let's see. They haven't done the combine stuff, but his draft stock is dropping. A lot of people got him going to the Cowboys in the PFF. 6'3", 235, a big dude. I'm going to go with him. We need linebackers, and he's the best one available. I'm going to go with a linebacker. Now we're getting into, didn't get a receiver, and I said I like Felton, and he's kind of there. Put up 1,100 yards at Maryland. Played against some good competition. Got a receiving grade of 80.2. Size-wise, he's 6'2". He's what I want. Big receiver, tall receiver. I think you're going to have – we got to get a receiver because, I got no faith in my man Jerry drafting or picking anyone up in free agency. Looking at O-line, you don't know what's going to happen with Zach Martin. You've got need depth. BB, phenomenal job as a rookie at center. His natural position was guard, played that in college. Long term, maybe he's better suited for guard. Need depth at the O-line, so I think you get the best guy available. He's got good grades, pass block, good. Run block, not as good as pass block, but played a lot of games. Played a lot of games in his college career, and played at a high level against big competition. So go and get some depth. Go and grab me some depth at the O-line. I like our O-line. Some people don't like our O-line. I know some people were giving it some, giving it some crap, but I love the young guys, especially this year with some of the injuries and things that they had to overcome. I definitely like our O-line. And I think they're young, and it's just about getting continuity together. This is the other hot name you're seeing, looking at a quarterback, Jackson Dart from Ole Miss, 6'2", 225. Had a nice year. I'm talking 4,200 yards, 29 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, rating 122. You got to start thinking about quarterback, right? You obviously got Dak Prescott, but they've got nothing behind them. Obviously, you got Cooper Rush if he comes back. Trey Lance pretty much gone. An opportunity to get an heir apparent, a guy that can come in and learn under him. I think this is a spot where he's there. You go ahead and get that. You go ahead and get that quarterback. You got to get that quarterback. And then we go into the dog days of the draft, and it's done. Let's see what we got when you get that last pick. They say get Jalen Milroe. They kind of ding me for that, but I'm just going to be honest with you. I got no issues with it. They don't love the Arroyo pick only because it's not a need for us at tight end, and I get it. But, man, when guys fall, that's what I just never – I just don't think if certain guys fall, I don't think you can pass them up. So we got an A-. We got an A-. We got some A's, obviously, for offensive line. Got a B for Felton. Munden, they didn't like that pick. Well, go screw yourself. I think it was a good pick, but you get a playmaker in Jeanty, you get your pass rusher, you fill in that D tackle because you don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to pay Osa or not? So your top 3 picks, they got to be starters or at least impact players. I think Arroyo is kind of too good to pass up. Obviously, Walker, you're getting another pass rusher, give you more depth. We get some depth at linebacker. When you get into these 5th, 6th round, this is where you're getting a lot of some of your depth guys and trying to figure out what you got. So that's where we're at. That was our draft. Give me your thoughts. Share your thoughts with me. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. And we'll be doing this more and more. We'll be bringing in some draft guys to break down some of these players more intently. And try and really figure out what's going on with this team. But the offseason, unfortunately for the Cowboys, is in full swing. Can't believe I got to sit and watch the Eagles in Washington play to see who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Talk about a nightmare scenario. But it is what it is. The Cowboys put themselves in this position, and let's just see what happens. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like. Hit the share. Hope to see you guys live in the cave, man. Check out our live shows. The chat's always fire. People hating on each other and yelling and screaming, so it's always a good thing. But you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you. Peace.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.